Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Yesterday I was watching a video by Hunter Coleman, and it was on his Lionel Chicago and Northwestern GE-840C, and I commented on how much I liked it, and he asked me if I thought the sounds were accurate or correct for a General Electric locomotive. I said, I'm not 100% sure, but I have a few, so we can sound test mine and see what you think. So, here we go. I'm going to start with the oldest and the first, pretty much, for the GE, and my favorite. This is an old Weaver U25B. This is actually a custom run from Peterson Supply. I want to say 99 or 2000. This is right at the end of when Weaver stopped using QSI. So, kind of sad in that aspect. After that, they went to TMCC and Rail Sounds. But I really enjoy the sound of this locomotive, so we'll listen to that one first. And then we'll get into these two guys, and I'll explain what they are. Bear with me here for a minute. I've said in the past, CW80s seem to not like QSI stuff that much, so bear with me. I'll get it to work. Let's flip this guy around. The other side of this locomotive actually has more details. And I can tell by the separate ladder, see-through grills up top, separate brake wheel. So let's see if we can make this guy move a little bit here. Okay, that concludes locomotive number one, which, by the way, is actually pretty accurate sounding for an older GE. I've actually heard older ones, so that's actually pretty accurate. So, put that away, and we'll go for locomotive number two. We'll start with this guy. This is a Lionel Dash-9 44 CW. Done in BNSF, of course. This thing, wow, for a Lionel. Extremely well built. Pretty decent sound, as you will hear in a minute. And this thing runs as reliably as an older Weaver locomotive, older MTH. I mean, this thing's a meat stick, basically, and I really enjoy it. But the reason I bought this guy, 788 here, has been rolling around the Denver area ever since BNSF was incorporated in 1996. So this is back when BNSF was not sure what they were going to use for their logo, so they were kind of going all over the place. But anyway, pretty cool locomotive. So let's get this one fired up here. We'll go through some speed steps here and see what you think. Let's get that frying bacon going real quick here. Pretty good sounding locomotive in my opinion. I do have a battery in this one. I always have because I really like the sound set in this guy. You got a lot of separate signage and details and such on this guy. This is before we had our see-through grills and everything from Lionel, but other than that, no big deal. Got your separate chain, air hoses, MU hoses. Pretty cool stuff. So now we'll go into the last guy. This is extremely heavy. This is an Atlas Master Dash-8 40B. This is a detailed locomotive. This is TMCC and rail sounds. But of my modern diesels, this one's probably by far the most detailed. They are fragile, hence by the broken grab iron there on the snowplow, but you can see it on the other side there. You can see the MU hoses, air hoses, correct style. Ditch lights, sorry, sound escaped me for a minute there. But yeah, this thing's really detailed. You got your treaded walkways, you got your drainage holes in your steps. Very nice paint application. Nice trucks. Another thing I really like about this, you can tell Atlas makes scale locomotives. Look at how close the fuel tank is to the track. As compared to that guy, I don't know if you noticed when it was on the track, it was probably, I don't know, maybe 1/4 inch taller. But, yeah, these Atlas guys are pretty badass. I enjoy them. I enjoy them. The sound set is very, very similar to what's in the Dash-9, but we will fire it up anyway here. So, hold on. And no battery in this one, so I have to kind of go back and forth. But I'll show you here what's really cool about these guys, generally with this Dash-8 and Dash-9. I usually run them together because that would have appeared here in Colorado, but it also makes for a nice stereo sound set. So listen to this. So yeah, there you go, Hunter. Let me know what you think of the sounds on these guys. I sure think they sound pretty cool, but if not, somebody tell me in the comments below if these are correct or incorrect. But yep, pretty neat. And that's pretty much my whole General Electric collection. I do have a couple of scale 44 tonners, but never been a big fan of GE diesels. U25B is my favorite. Had to buy this guy because of its local appeal. And then I always thought that Dash-8 40B with the narrow cab, that's what the W means in the Dash-9 44CW. That is wide cab. So, which pretty much is what all they have nowadays. But this was the old school narrow cab, and this is, I guess, after they figured out their Universal series were pretty damn ugly, in my opinion. You look at like a U30C or a U30B or a U36C with that stub nose, they're just, ugh. But this, to me, is pretty intriguing. I like it. Road-specific detail on this guy, too. You can tell by the little antennas and all that. And this guy even has a subdued version of that antenna, just kind of molded in. But, yeah, so there you go. Like I said, Hunter, let me know what you think of the sounds. Catch you guys on the next one. Late.